things going live, friends. This is my go live, and we're going to monetize our expertise. I am a creator network agency, so I'm going to teach you all the things you need to know to go live and understand this algorithm so that you are successful, friends. This is not something that you can do passive. If you want to do a passive, then you can, but the thinking is that you are going to go and make sure that you are connecting with your target audience, that you are using branding as well as making sure that you are talking very intentionally to who your message is for, scheduled for, intended for. So let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting in a second. Setting my screens, friends. I appreciate everybody being here. Your girl is making sure I'm here so I can answer questions and I can be of support to all of you. And then as you grow, you will get better with practice. I always tell people practice makes progress. I want you to be searching for perfection. It is very much about you showing up and being there for your target audience. Okay. I'm actually, that is there. Okay. I was looking at some of my inbox messages. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to go live in just a few minutes on my other platform. You guys know I multitask. I'm always in two places at one time, and I'm very intentional about making sure I'm supporting you guys as I intend to grow and help you go live. So got a couple things to talk about. I always want to make sure you guys understand how to do things on your TikTok journey, and a lot of it is just very much about growing. Okay, so I always want to make sure I'm answering questions, and then we are going to talk all things going live, friends. So we'll do that, and then I am going to jump onto TikTok in a second as well. So let me know where you're from as you come in. Hello, friends. How are you? As you get ready to come in, put in the chat where you're from so I know where you're from. Hello, how you doing? Chase, happy. How are you, friend? And so let me know where you're from, friend. I was told I gotta be mindful of the people who are not real. So, are you real? Are you really from here? Let me know where you're from, friend. And so, some of my friends who just came into the room, thank you so much for joining. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Make sure, as housekeeping from YouTube, make sure you like the live, make sure you comment, and then subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscriber button, and then you can click the bell to know when I post and I go live, okay? So that way you can keep up with me. I appreciate everybody who's joining me right now. I am going to go over to the other side, those other streets, which are the TikTok streets, but I'm here to chat with you for now. Let me know, again, in the chat where you're from. Say hello. Please don't ask me what your name is or say your name. Don't do that because I won't do it. But I just want to make sure I am connecting with all of you all. Thank you so much for the symbol that says hi. I think that's what that is. So I can't. I can't. So let me say this. This is a professional channel. We talk all things going live. We're going to talk about live streaming on TikTok. I do make this a playlist so people can go back and listen to, and I'll drop different gems and information for you to know how to navigate the other side of those social media streets. Thank you so much, friend. And then I will also say that because we're a professional channel, I say if you're 18 years and younger, you gotta be over 18 in order to go live on TikTok. So I want to make sure you're of age. So go ahead and exit the room if you are not of age, because I would hate to have to block you. But I really want this to be a professional conversation. And then finally, make sure that you're listening, okay? Because this is all about your growth strategy. We're going to talk about some motivation. I'm going to give some tips and some other things you want to be mindful of, but I want to make sure you guys are successful. So if you have questions, feel free to put in the chat. I do look at both chats. I'm monitoring the chat. I do have a moderator that will come in the mornings, but your girl Your girl does not have one in the afternoon, so I'm multitasking. A lot of my conversation is about navigating the platform on TikTok because I am a creator network agency. So I am supporting you, I'm helping you grow, and we have almost 120 people in the agency. We're at 118. And so just recognizing that there's a lot of people who are with the agency that are learning and coming to these sessions to get some information for to use on their live stream. So that's exactly what I'm using. So this becomes a playlist. People can go back and look at it and get information from me. But ultimately, I want you guys to go live and be successful. And if you want to get an agency, I'm available for you as well. So we're wearing pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we're in the month of October. We do want to recognize that and support people who are dealing with that right now. I have a personal friend one of my sister friends is dealing with it, and just want to recognize the love and support as people are coming up with ways to become a survivor as well as thrive afterwards. So let me know if you have questions. Again, my name is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I am a creator network agency on TikTok. If you're new to my live, go ahead and like the live, comment, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button. I'm looking to grow, and I just want to make sure I'm growing and helping more people such as yourselves who are here. Go ahead and click the bell as well so you can get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. And then put hi, hello, how are you? Happy Thursday in the chat so I know you are here and you are a real person. Okay? And not some bots. Okay, so we want to make sure you are here and you're real. I was teased. I don't know if my friend, the idea barista, is in the room. I don't know if she's here yet, but when she comes, she teased me and said, I'm talking to bots over here. And on TikTok, you kind of know and recognize who's a bot. On YouTube, you guys can kind of go under the radar. And so she said some of the people I connect with are not real people. I find that hard to believe. So I think you guys are real, but it requires you to say hello. Okay. So I know you're here. Okay. In the meantime, I am about to, like I said, I co-stream. That's what I call this because you guys are on my tablet. This is my phone. My phone is where I do the streaming for TikTok. And so I make this a co-stream for you all so that this can become a recording. So I record this for people to go back and look at. So know that that's available for you all. And I am here to help and answer questions as well. Thank you so much. Yapti, I don't know what that means. but let me know if you have a question. Hopefully that's not something mean and mean-spirited. I don't think it is. But if it is, hello. Okay. How are you, friend? All right, so we're about to go live. Make sure we keep this professional. I know sometimes we get our young people on the live. So again, I tell people it's 18 years and older. So if you are not 18 years and older, this is not the live for you. So I usually again just make sure I say that because I want people to learn, grow, and ask questions. And if there's something I'm saying here that doesn't kind of connect the dots for you, feel free to put a message in the chat. I'm happy to read it. And then if it's related to the topic, and then if you're curious about TikTok, come over to TikTok. I'm happy to talk about it there. I have a lot of new people who are on the app and they're learning and growing and trying to figure this thing out. And then I have over 108. I have 118 people that are going live under the agency. Not all of them, but many of them. They signed up to go live. So we want to make sure we're supporting them as well. So let me know if questions are there. In the meantime, I'm about to hop on the TikTok side. We're going to do a little bit of TikTok shop. So I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the scale law rewards. I think I need to underscore that a little bit so that my friends in the room kind of know what's happening and they can get information, especially my friends who are going live. I think sometimes people miss the dots that are connecting there. So I want to make sure I connect the dots for some folks. And then also when it comes to just understanding how to engage on the app. So those are the things that I'm going to cover today. And then like I said, if you don't mind liking the live, commenting, and subscribing to the channel is great because that helps to grow the channel. So I appreciate everybody who's here listening. Let me know if you have questions and I will be on the other side of the streets for a minute, but I'm listening and looking. Hello, friends. Hello, this is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Thank you so much. Hello, Idea Barista. This is my Go Live. We're going to talk about all things going live. I'm doing a little bit of a shop edition for you all. So we're going to talk about TikTok shop. We also are going to talk about, hello, friend. Hello, Eloisa. We're going to also talk about all things Skill Live Rewards. I got a couple things I want to cover. You know, when I'm listening to y'all, I'm like, ooh, I need to clarify some things for y'all. Good afternoon. How you doing, Natty Nat? Thank you so much. Is that Sinley? Thank you so much. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't comment on the YT side. That's great. Because you need to be on these TikTok streets. No comment section. Come on. Coming up. You know what? TikTok's acting kind of weird too, just for the record. It is. Idea Barista did comment. That's Pals. Nika Grace, how are you? Yes, you're on the right side right now. Where are you from? I'm from Illinois. There you go, friend. Thank you so much. Love Universified. Hello, friend. How are you? Anna May, how are you doing as well? Thank you all for coming in. I do have, just so that you guys know, I have that shopping cart on. We got a couple things to talk about. I want to talk about TikTok Shop because we talked a little bit about that today. Early at the 10 o'clock, I said I would do it. You know, I sometimes I feel like I need to show and tell. So we're going to do a little bit of show and tell today. And then we're going to talk about Scale Live Rewards because I've been in these TikTok streets, y'all. And I love y'all dearly. But some of y'all got some of the verbiage mixed up. The word choice, I was like, that's not quite right. So I have to make sure that I say it for you guys because I want y'all to say it correctly. Y'all can't be out here saying the stuff wrong and then people are like, oh, that Launch Your Income Agency. They have it all wrong. So I want y'all to make sure y'all are saying these things right. So I'm going to talk about Scale Live Rewards for you all so we can make sure we are out here understanding how we monetize on this here app. Hello, Silver Fox. Silver Fox is over here, y'all. How you doing, friend? Hello, I'm writing my message. So thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Everybody coming into the room, I appreciate you all being here. I always share out my live. You got to share your live, so that's what I'm doing. And we're going to do a little bit of a TikTok Shop edition too. So we're going to talk about TikTok Shop. You guys know I have the shopping cart on. So we're going to talk about that because I've been talking about it a little intentionally. So that you guys know how to leverage that feature, especially around now. There's a lot going on with TikTok Shop, so I want to make sure I'm supporting in that way. And you'll see people come and go. That's how it goes. E-Nurse, how are you? I learned a lot today in Favorites room. Look at Favorite. Favorite who? Auntie Nikki? Favorite Auntie Nikki. Let me know what favorite you're talking about. Let's see. Finally can chat up here. I had to go to my laptop. Did you really? No, not that favorite. Okay. The one who teaches about TikTok. I don't know her then. I don't know who she is. I have no idea. I said, favorite, I'm here teaching. Okay. I see you guys. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. I appreciate you. I love that favorite too. You love that too. Hey, Natty Nat, you came over here. You got friends. Thank you so much, Natty, in both places. I love it. All right, friend. So I don't know the favorite you're talking about. So when you get a chance, message me. I don't want to say people's names on TikTok like that. People, I'm making friends. You got to make your friends. I see. Hello, my YouTube friends. They said, can we be friends? So I love it. Hey, Silver Fox, that's Pals. The Idea Barista is Pals. I don't know if you knew that, but and Natty Nat is Natty Nat. She's Natty Nat in both spaces. Hello, friends that are over here. I appreciate you all. So I see you guys. So we got a couple things to talk about. I want to make sure. Hello, Her Merchant. How are you, friend? Is my hand hard? Where's my hand hard? Lord, where's my hand hard? Mr. Kai, how are you? Let me get my hand heart back, y'all. TikTok done took my hand heart away. Let me get my hand heart. There we go. Yes. I'm probably gonna have to take it down. Natty, can I be your? I don't know. Natty, don't give your information out on the internet. Ooh, October's already intense side. October, yeah. TikTok is a little glitchy. I'm gonna say that too, so you guys kind of understand what's happening there. Hello, Silver Fox. She came over on the TikTok side. Appreciate your friend. So is TikTok messing with you guys? Let me know. Are y'all getting some issues from TikTok? So let me know if there's some issues going on. We're going to talk. I am doing shop. I have the shopping cart on. I have it on purpose. I have it on purpose because we're going to talk about it. Hello, friends that are joining me. Thank you so much. You guys will notice in my shopping cart, I have a couple tech products. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk all things going live. I am a creative network agency. So I want to make sure I'm talking to my friends who are here that are live hosts. And we're going to talk a little bit more intentionally about what's happening right now because we are in quarter 4. Okay. So they call it Q4 from a TikTok shop perspective. So we are in Q4. So you'll see some things are shifting a little bit. Okay. I'm not giving any details. I heard that, friend. Oh, it's my favor or something. My favor. Oh, my favored. Yes, my favored 4. Yes, that's what you said, favorite. Okay, gotcha. He's like, I was like, who are you talking about? My favored. Yes. So I told you guys, yeah, you definitely gonna want to connect with her. I like her approach. I do like her approach. She broke it down. She did. She did break it down, and it's definitely digestible. It's definitely digestible. I think there's still some dots that need to be connected. A little bit of dots, but all of it makes sense. All of it makes sense. Hello, hello, Leanne. So we're gonna talk about the Scale Live Rewards. I want to make sure you guys understand the Scale Live Rewards, and I want to make sure you guys understand how to think about it because people get questions. I know y'all getting some questions, especially some of you all who talk about TikTok from a TikTok process, TikTok engagement, because you should be talking about it. You absolutely should. Hello, Marcus. How are you, friend? Yes, it is digestible, but when we are teaching different topics, it's still disconnected. Yeah, so I think you need to understand the basis. So what she does is, I think she does in a great way. It's almost like taking you to like that next level, just understanding how all of it is relating to your engagement. And then obviously she's talking about some of the other monetization things you need to think about when it comes to the gift gallery and your leagues. Those are things you need to think about. Now, you can't think about it if you don't build your community. Your community is like the #1 fundamental thing. Hey, my favorite, and I was about to say she actually speaks of it from a community perspective, but that building is important. Okay, so hello, friend. How are you? So we want to make sure we connect the dots to that, okay? So we're going to talk about the Scale Live Rewards because I think that's important for you guys to understand your monetization first and foremost. Somebody asked a question today. It was like, how many diamonds equal 1 coin? Like when it was like that coin to diamond ratio. So I was like, okay, people are thinking about this now. They're being very intentional. Yes. Community is most important. Good afternoon. I'm good. Appreciate your friend. Honestly, how are you, friend? Miss Jessie, how are you? Alex, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I definitely will message you. I absolutely love your live. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're talking about the Leanne. Leanne does have a good live. She does. Leanne, I love that because she talks about live from when you think about she says the analog version of how you can do things that don't require digital you know, doing things digitally. Although she's on TikTok, she's showing you how to do other things in terms of engagement and other crafts in particular. Greetings, how are you, friends? Come on in. I appreciate everybody. So we're gonna talk about TikTok shop because you guys, I intentionally turned on the shopping cart. Greetings, how are you, friend? And then we had a blast in her room last night. Who over in Leanne's room? Leanne, you're about to be the game hangout room. Yesterday we made a collage together. It was beautiful. Oh, look at you. Love that. Love that. I was on mommy duty. I wasn't able to be in the streets the way I wanted to. The TikTok streets, that is. I wasn't able to. My little guy was sick. So, okay, so here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Scale Live Rewards because I want you guys to pay attention to this. Any of my friends in the room that are going live, okay, so this is first and foremost for you all. You all see your real-time analytics in the live. It is here, okay? So that's first and foremost. I want you guys to recognize that. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I don't understand and stuff. So there's real-time analytics here. When you look at your real-time performance, Scale Live Rewards is in there and it is tracking exactly how you are performing. So I want to say that because I think that somehow is missed for some of my live hosts. Like you're like, oh, and you're guessing. And you don't have to guess because it's there. So I just want you guys to know, Oh, I hope he feels better. Oh, he does feel better. He's doing better. How's the baby? The baby is fine. The baby is back to normal. He is all boy. He is moving and shaking, doing all his stuff. He went to school today, y'all. He got up and went to school today. And he actually came up when he gets out of the room, out of his bed and stuff. He comes in our room and he said, I feel better. I feel better. I don't feel sick no more. I was like, okay, that's good. You're going to school. So yeah, so that's what happened. He got up and he left. Wow, he said, "Wow, amazing." It was some kind of stomach bug. It really was. He wasn't feeling well, and so when he is not moving and he's very lethargic, we know it because he's a ball of energy. So when he isn't, and when he's sick, everybody in the house knows he's sick. Like he is not himself. So yeah, so he was himself. He was back to normal and he was doing well. So knock on wood, there was no call, y'all. What time is it? 4:30? No calls today. So hopefully all is well. Angie, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Nanny, thank you for the donuts. I appreciate you all. So, okay, so guys, I want to make sure you guys, I'm going to cheer for that so I can hear my volume. Okay, perfect. I want to make sure I'm supporting you guys in explaining Scale Live Rewards. So we're going to talk about that. One thing to keep in mind, TikTok, this is old news. That's why I said it's so far old, because even when we talk about super fans and super fans being $9.99 and people were like, ooh, that's too expensive, it becomes the new norm, the new normal. We all will get used to that, and we'll be talking next year. Thank you so much, Favor. We're going to be talking next year about when it used to be something else. Okay, so that's kind of how the Scale Live Rewards operates, because the Scale Live Rewards rolled out in February of this year. Prior to that, TikTok had it where a coin was literally worth half a penny. It was 50% of a diamond. Okay, so TikTok took 50%, you took 50%, and diamonds were literally 50%. Okay, so you can look at a diamond and say, oh, okay, that's a half a penny. Okay, that I'm gonna get as a live host. TikTok took 50%, I took 50%. That is no more. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand, when you talk about the Scale Live Rewards, people have the assumption that it's 50-50. Is not the case. It's more like 60-40, a little bit under 50%, because that 40% is what you earn per live. Okay, so that's how much you can earn per live. Now, to get to that 40% is based on two factors. It is how many new followers you get. Okay, so if somebody comes in your live, of course the people get less. It is what it is, y'all. But yes. Now TikTok tried to balance it by putting in those weekly missions. Those weekly missions help you get a little bit more. And let me be very clear. The weekly missions will get you closer to 50%. They say 53%, but let's be clear about this. There are metrics involved in that as well. And some of those metrics are intentionally based on your growth. That's why I said a community is important. You got to always start with a community. So it's based on your growth. And as your community grows, as you grow, as your live stream grows, then you're able to see a higher percentage. But that growth is some growth where you're putting in the time, you're putting in the work, you're trying to grow intentionally. There's some strategies surrounding that. But I just want you to understand that. Hello, lady. How are you, friend? And so I want you to understand that it's not something that happens overnight. And that's why that community is so critical, that you're growing that community. But you got to understand the strategy behind it and the metrics behind it. Okay? So let's go back to Scale Live Rewards per live, 50%. So 50% was what we saw back in February, or January technically. No more. So that's no more the case. It's more 60-40 when you think about per live. So per live, the max you can earn per live. My live right here. Love the pink. It's in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we are doing Pink Power Edition. That's what we're talking about. Learn about the Creator Network Agency. I'll talk about the agency as well, but it is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness. So we're wearing pink. Many people are supporting by wearing some form of pink throughout the month. And we're also doing as an agency, so people are welcome to participate and join some of our creators that will be going live on Saturday for an agency battle. So I usually do, I should have started that way. I didn't talk about the breast cancer awareness, but thank you for that. I appreciate your compliment. Oh, TikTok gave us the flash code too. Let's do that. Let's participate. Of course it would be Heart Me TikTok. I could say I don't want to play your game, but that's okay. I'm going to play for a little bit. We'll see. I probably won't achieve it. That is okay, y'all. Thank you all who can support. I appreciate anybody can support it. If not, that is totally fine. I get it, okay? Because at 10 o'clock, I know half of y'all came at the 10 o'clock, so it's totally fine. Sorry, let me log. You said, you're so sweet. He said, let me get on this other one. Pals, thank you for that. TikTok wanted to TikTok me a little bit. TikTok's like, no, we not letting you go that easy. Not that easy. So here's the deal. Scale Live Rewards, 40%. Okay? 40%, 60% for TikTok per live. So as you think about your live journey, it's based on two factors when you are doing your live. Each live, thank you so much, She Will. It is based on new followers and it's based on your duration of the live, how long you are live. Okay, those two factors per live. 25 minutes or longer will get you 38%. 5 new people following you will get you 2%. 2 plus 38 is 40%. Okay, so those are the two factors you're paying attention to. And when I tell you, it's literally in your live how you are performing. That's the Scale Live Rewards. When you click the little house as you go live, any point you're live, you could click that house or you could swipe from the right to the left. You can see clearly your real-time performance is there for you. I've been live for 17 minutes, so I haven't gotten to 25 minutes yet. TikTok says if you don't do 25 minutes, there's a scale for it. It scales up. So I'm at 17 minutes. So TikTok says, okay, well you've earned 35% based on your duration because you've gone longer than 10 minutes. Okay. So TikTok said I own 35% based on my duration. And then TikTok says, oh, well, wait a minute. Right now you have 2 new followers. So you've earned an additional 1% for those 2 new followers. And so that's how I had 36%. There's a button where you can say view your details. You can see all that information for you. It broke it down for me. 10 minutes or longer, 35%. And then it has a little line there that says, okay, you've gotten 2 new followers, you're at the 1% mark. I just got a 3rd follower, so I'm at 36.5%. Because 3 new followers or more is another 0.5%. So all that. Thank you, Reggie. How you doing, Reggie? I was like, Reggie, hey, Reggie. My personal account, Neen. Thank you so much. My personal account. Who was Neen? Oh, Janine. Hey. I was like, who was Neen? You know, Janine, I told you our names, my middle name is similar. And so I was like, that's my middle name, nickname. Neen. Hey, friend. Y'all so sweet. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so just understand that's there. You said, Jasmine, I need more accounts. Y'all so sweet. Hey, pals. Y'all so sweet. Thank you so much. Headmaster, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You look like who she is. I had to look at your picture. I was like, oh, hey. I need to create more real quick. Yes, Natty Nat. That's okay, friend. Y'all so sweet. All right, so no. Oh, Headmaster, thank you for the daily heart, me friend. Hello. No, you look like who is she? Yes, yes. I love it. You guys are so thoughtful. The biggest flash of the heart me's I've gotten was 1320 is diabolical. Is that what you mean in terms of what you got to get to 2000? Is that what you're talking about? Hello, friends. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for the follow as well. I see everybody coming in. You guys are so sweet. So you guys are very kind. Thank you for the follows, friends. I see you all. Hello, Per Mom Bookshops. Appreciate you. Hello, I for real. Thank you so much, friend. It's Nella Morning Follow. Hello, I'm new. Hello, how are you? Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have questions too, friend. God's Child, Mama 3, Nana. Oh, I love it. Loving on self, positive vibes, motivation, need peace, want genuine. I don't know. It got cut off, but I'm gonna say genuine connections. Generating friends, followers, yeah. Something like that. Thank you so much, friend. So let me know. We're going to talk about shop in a second. I just wanted to talk about Scale Live Rewards because I want you guys to understand as you guys are in your room, that's me as an agency. I'm going to always teach you all. I don't want you guys to be out here trying to guess. Okay? And I don't want you to get questions that's going to trip you up. Okay? Because sometimes people will ask a question. And, I tell you all the time, there's some stuff I don't know. And I'll say, oh, I don't know that. But, we'll find out. But then sometimes when you go on the internet, the answers ain't always right, y'all. It just ain't right. Because some of this stuff ain't been updated yet. TikTok's model of 50-50 was a thing. It's not anymore. It's the Scale Live Rewards. So it's no longer 50-50. It just isn't. Unfortunately, it's not. So that's what we're dealing with. We're in a Scale Live Reward space. Need 4 more heart me's. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nika Grace. Which makes sense. Yes. Yes. And there's a scale. There's levels to this stuff. Okay. So how we operate is based on those levels. And as you are engaging with your community, it's important that you recognize that, okay, I just, and you guys are so sweet. I appreciate all the follows that came in just now because I'm up to 6. So now, guess what? I've gone 21 minutes and I have 6 followers. So what percentage is that, friends? Y'all tell me. Do the math. Do the math. Anybody? So to answer the question, just so y'all gotta be like, Jaleesa, well, what is it? It's TikTok says I've gotten 37%, so I haven't gotten to 40% yet. Because I got 35, it's not 40 yet. I haven't gotten 40 because I haven't gone 25 minutes or higher. I've only gone 21 minutes. And remember what I just said. I said 25 minutes. Under 25 minutes, the Scale Live Rewards is there. I'll give you the breakdown real quick for you guys. So if you go under 5 minutes, you get 20%. If you go over 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, they give you 30%. If you go 10 minutes, between 10 minutes and 24 minutes, technically, you get 35%. I've gone 22 minutes. I haven't gone 25 yet. So they gave me 35%. 25 minutes and higher is 38%. I've gotten 6 new followers. So I checked the box for having 5 followers or more so I can get my 2%. So 35 plus the 37. I'm sorry, the 2% plus the 35 is 37%. Okay, so I haven't gotten 40 yet. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I said that because that's how it breaks down. They let us come here for free, not only to share, but to monetize. Of course, that makes more, it's theirs. Yeah, absolutely. How do you get 40? 40 is based on your followers. 5 followers get you 2%. I've gotten 6 followers just now. You guys were so great. Some of y'all new accounts, some new folks, all the things. So I've gotten my 2% based on followers. I haven't done the time yet. I haven't been here long enough. And y'all know I'm gonna do the time. Unless TikTok won't shut me down. So I'm gonna get the time in. But 25 minutes or more is that 38. So the 38 plus the 2%, because you got 5 followers, is the 40%. Okay, so I just got 37 because I'm still under the 25 minutes. I'm probably 24 right now. Exactly 24. Yeah. He said, got it. Okay. Yeah, so that's how it works. That's how it works. So I want you guys to pay attention to that. So when you are thinking about monetization, it is based on the Scale Live Rewards per live. Now, in the scope of that live, everything else is like part of that monetization. Okay, part of that. Those first 2 factors, the first 2 hurdles are the things you want to kind of pay attention to: the followers and how long. Okay, so you really don't maximize until after you've done 25 minutes, the minimum. And then in that 25 minutes, in the scope of those 25 minutes, how many new followers do you get? Okay, and then if you go longer, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you didn't get the followers, then you didn't maximize fully. You just didn't. You didn't maximize that live. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. So you figure right now I've gone at least 25 minutes, so I'm at 40%. So I'm at the maximum percentage. Now, Now it's up to what happens in the live in terms of the earnings, in terms of how people engage, and what does that mean to engage. So I just wanted to make sure I brought the scale live rewards because there was a couple things I've heard, and I've heard it a few times, and I just want to make sure people understood the 50/50 doesn't exist anymore. And as people are asking questions, the questions are a little, it's a little interesting when you have to give the answer, because the answer is not just a cut and dry, oh well, TikTok gets 50, I get 50. No. It's not like that. And when you talk about coins and diamonds and what does diamonds mean and the factor for that, well, the diamonds are a little interesting now, because technically when you think about a diamond, the max you can earn is 40%. So technically each diamond is somewhere around 40%, you know, for all intents purposes, or every two diamonds is like 40%. So just recognize that there's some nuances there, and I don't want you guys to just instantly say it. Now, what I would tell people, and this is what I would tell all of you guys, is to understand the Skill Live rewards. And first of all, go live. Because you got to start going live to build your community. Hello, Edward. Hello, friends that are coming in. I appreciate you all joining. And so you got to build your community. And then as you build your community, you can help them understand how they monetize, how they grow. Okay? Not that you can't, not one doesn't have to be before the other, but just understand, for this to make sense, is it does, the fundamental is your community. Okay? Leaks, important to understand and know. But in order to grow, you gotta have community. So the extra 2% to get to 40 isn't associated with the numbers of Violet Live days. No, that's the weekly missions. No. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna do a screenshot. Let me do screenshots. I always like to do screenshots. Let me show you guys what I see. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually do it from my screen so you guys can see exactly what I see. Okay. And I'm gonna do it from this angle. Ah. Sorry, y'all. I hit the wrong thing. I screenshot myself out of the room. Screenshot myself out the room. Okay, so here. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, so all this is in the live. I'm gonna do a couple things. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick how this breaks down. Oh, I still need heart means, don't I? Oh Lord, let me 2 left. Let me pin it. 2 minutes left. Thank you so much, Nika. I appreciate you all. Appreciate anybody coming in the room. If you have not gotten your daily heart me, I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate you all. So thank you so much. So what we're gonna do, thank you so much, Miss Darlene. We got one more to get. We got 1.5 minutes. 1 minute and 45 seconds. So I appreciate everybody's support. I am going to share my screen. You know, I always do the little man so you guys can see from thank you so much. How you doing, little Pearl? Appreciate you. Thanks, Eugene. Thank you guys. Thank you for the daily heart me. So I always pull up that person. Coach Rhonda, how are you, friend? So you guys can see it. Okay, so here. And we're gonna start here. We're gonna start here. I'm only showing this because you guys can see the little faint where I got my 6 followers and how many people in the room, and even it says the timestamp. I've done 27 minutes. This is my real-time performance. When I click that little house, when I'm live, you guys don't see it. There's a little house. So you can see all the breakdown. So that's what's happened so far. Total views, new followers in the middle, and then gifters. It says the gifters. That's the daily heart me people. Those are the things that have happened in the live, the donuts, anything else. And then you see good connection, and you see how long I've been live. That's real faint up there for you all. You said we did it. We did do it. Thank you all. I can't do my sound effects, but thank you so much. I could do it, but I'll have to change my screen. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much. So Skill Live Rewards is sitting in there for you. When you click, you scroll down some more, you can click where it says Skill Live Rewards. This kind of does the breakdown. Before, it used to be 50-50. Remember I said that. This was February. late January, early February. Hello, Dazzling. And then it changed to 53%. And you can see in really small letters there. You see it after. It says 40% per live, 13% for that weekly mission. Okay? That's what that means, 40%. So it's the combination of your diamonds collected and your rewards percentage. That's what TikTok is talking about for your live stream. So that's what it's based on. So I just wanted you guys to see that because that is literally what we're talking about here, okay? I want to make sure you guys got it, okay? And then so let me show the next screen. So now this is my breakdown. So when I look at my live, let me push that up. We're gonna push both those out the way so we can see this fully. So now, this is my screenshot. Scale Live Rewards is here for you. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much, Five Wellness Woman. You guys see this? So, per live, and then we're gonna see the weekly missions. You see how that's not highlighted, underlined, because I'm not talking about that side yet. That's gonna be the next couple screenshots I show. But right now, we're just talking about the per live side. There is these two factors, okay? There are these two factors. And then the very last one is the violations. No violations detected because they can take your money away if you get in violation, okay? So that's a factor. So there's no violations detected right now, okay? So TikTok has that for you. But this is your breakdown. This is per live, what the 40% represents. You see the 40% right there. The 40% is right there at the top. And it breaks down per live. Remember, okay, I got ahead of you. What about a restriction? No, not a restriction. It's the violation. The restriction, not so much. The violation does factor. So when it says per live, we got the breakdown here is how long you go live. You got your 20%, 30%, 35%, 38%. Okay, so you got that breakdown. Remember I told you, depending on how long you went live, and it says it for me. That's why I said everything is here for you. Is that 5 per live or per week? What 5, friend? 5 minutes? What 5 are you saying? 5 people? This is per live. This live. It says this live. This is per live, each live. So new unique followers each live. Yes. She was like, every live? Not every live. Every live. Every live, friend. So yes. And so I just want you to say, and so you see how TikTok wrote this for me. You got 5, okay, I will message her later. Okay, it says, I've gone 27 minutes when I did this screenshot. You said that's gonna be hard. Too many looks. It was visiting mine. Got you. Thank you so much for the shares, friend. I appreciate you. So this is the breakdown, the live duration, and then this is the new unique followers. Okay, new unique followers each live. So if you're getting 5 followers each live, then that's what that looks like. Okay, so you got your per live, your 38 minutes, and then plus your 2% when you have 5 new followers. So those are the 2 metrics per live that you're paying attention to. Yeah, you type looky-loos. Yeah, I see, friend. Yeah. And so, yeah, the lurkers, that's okay. They got to come in. Just encourage people to come. If you're watching from behind the screen, come in, get your daily heart me, follow the live host so you can start building your community as well and joining in on the conversation. I always kind of give a little PSA. But yeah, those are the things per live. So just keep that in mind. Those are the 2 factors. And then you have the other factors are your weekly missions. So now this side is highlighted. Okay, so this side here is where we're going to focus on for these factors. There's a total of 3 factors that they consider. There's another screenshot I'm going to pull up in a second. The first one, so I'm at 9.5%. I have not gotten to the 13 because the max you can earn for your weekly missions is 13%. That 13% is based on 3 factors. It's the factor of how many days you go live. Okay, so it's weekly. So TikTok is looking at from Monday to Sunday. So from Monday to Sunday, how many days did you go live? Okay, and it's very specific. Days that are at least 25 minutes. It's very specific. So cutting on the live going 10 minutes, even though you might have gotten that 35% because people gift you, that did not count as a valid go live day. So TikTok didn't factor that in. So it is based on how many days, okay? And days are 24-hour clocks. And so I go live twice in a day. TikTok's like, oh, that's great. You did that. I'm proud of you. But if I don't go a couple times throughout that week, I don't get this 8%. I just get counted for that one day. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It is per days. How many days? So 2 or more, which is great, is 8%. And that's another pool of money. And my favorite, I love the way she talks about this, because she talks about this in an interesting perspective. If you guys get a chance to get over there to see her, please do, because I love her breakdown. It's really important as you think about what resonates with your community. Her breakdown is that, okay, you know what? This weekly pool is an opportunity for me to use this pool for my community and how I give back. Okay? So that's how she thinks of her weekly missions. Her weekly missions is this pot of money. So when she's out gifting and connecting with her people, she's giving back in that way. And she's using this as part of that nice little offering. Okay, so I love that. I love that the way that's broken down, because that's going to help inspire your community. That's going to help them think very intentionally about, okay, what's happening here? How am I growing? How am I giving back? So I love the way she breaks that down. So thank you so much for coming in. How you doing, Lakivian? Thank you so much for being here. So TikTok said, okay, Doc, you've gone 4 days. You've gone 4 days. I've gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Thursday. Gone 4 days. So TikTok says, okay, where did you find this view? So that's how I started too, Linus. I said, this is in the live for you all. This is in your live. So when you click your real-time performance, if you look really quickly at the very top faded area, you see my little puff bun at the top. So it says real-time performance. When you click that house, when you click the house at the top, or you swipe from right to left on your screen, it takes you to your real-time performance. And then when you click your real-time performance, right there where it has the monetization line, there's a little arrow that says view details. When you click the view details, this is what you get. This is all in here for you. This is your particular breakdown. This is there for every live you do. Okay, so it's there for you all, so you guys can see how you're performing. Hello, Diamond. Oh yes, well, you were actually live right now. Yeah, this is real time. I just screenshotted it. Yeah, this is me. This is me 27 minutes ago. Well, 27 minutes. It wasn't 27 minutes ago. It was at 27 minutes. Yep. This is real time. Okay, so I just screenshotted this. And so thank you so much, Populous. Appreciate you, friend. And so here is the other thing. So this is the leagues. And, you know, I talk about the leagues a little bit. I don't talk about it as much because the leagues is something you want to pay attention to. But if you pay attention to it before you start building your community, you might be pulling the cart before the horse, in my opinion. So you got to really hone in on what are you doing to build your community. Community is your daily heartbeat. People who are coming back, that's community to a certain extent, partially. Okay, I've seen this before. I thought you could pull it up after the live. You can pull it up after live. You can pull it up during the live. You got access to it real time. TikTok's gotten a little bit more sophisticated. Granted, this is newish. I'm gonna say this is like, I think it's been there since, I'm gonna say July. I don't know if it's been there before. Maybe May. If somebody wanted to argue with me and say May, I would believe them. But I think it's summerish. So it wasn't there prior to that though. Good afternoon. How you doing? So yeah, if somebody said it wasn't before May, because they had a couple updates that happened. The Skill Live Rewards was still being polished and changed out and stuff. So I want to say the earliest could have been May that it's been in there, but not real recent. Okay, so so leagues. Let's just break down leagues real quick. So leagues, really quickly, leagues are based on daily rankings. Each day, people are going live. People that are in your league, your gift gallery league. When you think about your gift gallery, the gift gallery starts at D5 and it goes all the way up to A1. It goes D5, D4, D3, D2, D1, C5, C4, C3, C2, C1, B5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then it doesn't have the 4, 5, and a 4 for A. It just goes 3, 2, 1. Okay? So they don't have it for A, because I don't know why, but they just don't. so because of that, those leagues in how people are engaging in your live stream matters. And so you can look at how you're performing in your league. So it tells you here, like, okay, last week I performed at C2. And I'll do the next screenshot because it'll give a better view. So it basically says that's what this, the 1%, it says already for creators in A1 and 3. So this 1%, you and many of y'all in this room, if there's some A-leaguers in the room, congratulations. I did not know you were A-league, but we're going to assume most of the people in the room are not A-leaguers. So this is not for us. That 1% is not for us to attain. I mean, we're not in the A-league. Now, we can get to the A-league, but we're not in the A-league. So that's for them. It says for creators in A-league only, first sentence. So this 3% is attainable. How you attain that is that you have to surpass the highest league that you've ever been in. So somebody like me, I've been in C1. I dropped down. I've been in C2 currently. I think I've been in C2 since about maybe August, maybe September. July, August, September, somewhere along in there. At some point I got it to C1 and I dropped down to C2 and I've been there for quite some time. So in order for me to get this 3%, somebody put in the chat, what do I need to do? Tell me what needs to happen for me to get this 3%. In order for me to get that 3%, what needs to happen? Anybody? Nobody? Y'all don't know. B5. I gotta get to B5. Change league. Yeah, I not just league up. I gotta league up twice. I gotta go past C1 and I gotta get to B5. Yeah, I gotta surpass my highest league. So it's not just getting to league C. I won't get this 3%. I gotta leapfrog. I gotta go 2 leagues up. So I gotta get to B5 in order for me to get that 3%. So I say that to you all because I don't want you guys to get upset about the leagues, because the leagues, I gotta go to B5. Yep. So that would have to happen for me to get that 3%. Okay, yeah, it says it right there. Surpass your highest league ever. It actually puts it in black and white. I'm gonna show you in a second. Let me put the other screen up. It actually says it. Let me say this. No, it's this one. Here. It says it right here for me. See it here? It says surpass your highest league. They said C5. You see where it's in gray? B5. The B5 is in gray. He's like, girlfriend. Yeah, you did C1. You gotta go here. Ever is the key word. Yep, yikes. Yep, ever. Yep. It cuts off, but it says surpass your highest league C1. Yeah, it says it right here. Yep. I did the new screen for you guys so you guys can see it. The creator league. So I gotta get to B5. Okay. So this is where that is. So I have to surpass your highest league, which is C1 for me. So I have to surpass C1 in order to get that 3%. That's how I sit. Now, for some other people in the room, if you're in order and you don't drop down and all the other stuff that happens, then you can get your 3%. The 3% is just a weekly bonus. It's a weekly 3% bump. So remember this pool that we're talking about here, the 3, we saw the how many days you go live, and then your league, your creator, the creators league, and then we're going to talk about the content engagement in a second, is just a combination of 13% that you can earn. Okay, and so when you think about it as almost like a weekly pot of money, okay, so TikTok is just putting in this pot of money the things that you're earning based on how you're performing in your life, how you are growing. And as that grows, as you move up, as you grow, you're able to get more each week. That 3% won't happen in that week unless you're intentional about your leagues. Okay? So again, leagues are important, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Leagues are important, but you just got to understand that concept of leaguing up is really based on how you're performing in your life and based on your community. And when you really think about it, you got to have a community that's willing and engaged and supporting in that way. Yes, they are. Yep. Yep. So you gotta think about that growth. Okay, it's not just one great live. It's the week. It's daily, but it's the week too. So you gotta think of it that way. Correct. Yeah. So you gotta put some thought into your leagues if that's what you aspire to do and how you want to grow. And there's some strategy behind how you could do that. Um, but again, it's about you showing up, being consistent. If you're somebody who's going live once a week or maybe twice a week, it might take a little bit more for you to get that growth to happen. Okay? And yes, daily. It is daily. It is. Yeah. So I don't want to underscore the fact. Hello, how you doing, Coach Marcel? So I don't want to underscore the fact that it is a daily ranking. So you can do well one day and then drop back down. So you got to be conscious of that, and so just how you operate. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. So when it comes to your content engagement, your content engagement represents and it says that your content engagement is measured by your active fans. Fan club. Daily Heart Me. Fan club. Active fans. Okay? Active fans mean fans coming back in a week. Remember, this is the weekly missions. Within a week, if they come back once, that's awesome. If you're going live multiple times and multiple days in a week, that's greater chance for maybe one of those fan club members to come back. Okay? So you want that engagement. You want them to come back. Hello from Alabama. How you doing, Rhonda? So you want them to come back. You want them to engage. You want them to click your Daily Heart Me. Clicking the Daily Heart Me is also an instant follow. So when you get new fan club members, that's awesome because you are getting somebody who followed you. Remember, per live, you need new followers. So you get an instant follow with that Daily Heart Me. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention to that. I was going live in the morning and made it to C4 near C3, changed my schedule, and now I'm C5. Oh, Lord. Did they give you a 3%? I'm thinking they should have because you leaked up. But yeah, so now you got to get to C3 or C2 in order to get another bonus. That sucks. That's how TikTok does. Thank you so much for the follow. So here's what I want you to pay attention to. So this is your fan club. So this fan, you said I was for a short while. Oh. So as you think about your fan club growth, anything over between 10 people and 100 people, 99 essentially, is 1%. Anywhere between 100 and 1,999 is 1.5%. And then anything over 2,000 fan club members is 2%. So TikTok real shady for this, but TikTok says get 1,738 more active fans for me to get to the 2%. TikTok, you wrong for that. They could have worded that differently. They could have said, all right, great, you got 1.5%. Congratulations. They'd have to tell me I need 1,000. But that's there for all of you all. I'm just saying. Who get those A-leaguers? That's what I told y'all. The A-leaguers. So when I tell you, when you said yes, it is. TikTok didn't have to play me like that. TikTok could have worded that differently. I'm just saying. Whoever worded that was messy. Messy boots. Yes, TikTok is so messy. Which is a leap when you just start. I know. TikTok was so messy for that. So yes, yeah, they're wrong for that. But that's who gets that. I know it. The A-leaguers. Yeah, the A-leaguers, they got their people. They got all of that. It always told me to get 100 plus. I was struggling to get 25. So you got it, friend. You gonna get it. But yeah, TikTok's messy. So just know That is something you got to pay attention to. So again, when I tell you guys the 1.5% is where most of us sit, that's where we sit between the 1 and 1.5. And then, like I said, this part here, the league jump is also aspirational. I mean, that's not happening every week for most people. It may, in the beginning, depending on how you're growing and you're in a D league, it could happen pretty quickly. And you might see that 3% bump a couple weeks in a row. You could. Depending on how your room is performing. Once you get to the C League, that's when the struggle happens a little bit. I'm just gonna say that just because of my own experience. But once you get to the C League, it is a different struggle. And so I don't want you guys to expect this to always happen. Okay? So then it's a matter of how are you talking to your community. And then once you get to the B League, it really is a climb. Okay? So you want to be intentional about your strategy. You want to be intentional about what you're sharing and how you motivate people to engage too. That's part of it. So that's going to be important, but you don't necessarily see this each week. So I almost feel like this is like a little bit of a bonus as well. Okay? Because leaguing up is just that. It's like a nice little extra bump that happens, but it doesn't happen all the time. And then to stay there becomes now the next conversation about how do you stay there. How you doing, Astra? Appreciate you. So I just wanted to point this out because, like I said, I've had a couple. You said that B5 gift rally makes you want to sit still for. Girl, I've seen the be. Ooh. so many analytics say I went to D1, but it's still showing D2. Oh, is it? Huh. I don't know. Maybe it'll show. It happened this week. Let's see. I need to get that form from you, but life what form, friend? Let me know what you're talking about. Thank you. I was confused by this. You're welcome, her mom. The analytics I'm showing here, Astro. Let me know if that's what you're talking about. This is something that is in your live stream. This is in your live stream. Everybody has their own scale live rewards breakdown. Okay. Yeah, I seen the notification yesterday. Oh, you seen it yet? So maybe you did. Maybe you did and just hasn't updated in your gift gallery, maybe. So your gift gallery probably still has D2 on it. And so maybe you are D1. So you might have linked up. So let me know if there's any questions about that, y'all. Gift gallery won't change till Monday. Yeah, there you go. Yep, it changes weekly. Yep. I need to send you the form you sent me. For my the webpage. Okay, for your contact stuff. So yeah, so I can include you on the Zoom meeting and my email notifications. Yes, definitely do that. Yes, mine was doing that also. I was C3 but for a week or so, and it says C4. Gotcha. Yeah. So it'll leak up. I'll get it to you today. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. You went live today too. I saw a little bit. I saw a quick glimpse of you on the screen. Awesome, friend. So yeah, so let me know if you guys understood that. I just want to make sure I talked about that a little bit. I'm going to talk about TikTok Shop a little bit too, but I want to make sure I talked about that. And just because I want to make sure you guys are paying attention because it's in here for you. And you can go and look at yours. It's there. It's there the entire time you're live, and it's moving along how you are performing. So if I hadn't hit my 40%, it would have said the lower percentage. It would have had 35% still checked off. But I hit the 38 in terms of time by the time I did that screenshot because it was 27 minutes. And then I had received at the time 6 new followers. So, there's some more people that followed me since then. I got 8 followers. Thank you so much, friends, that came in the room. Appreciate you all. But just know it's moving. As that scale is shifting, think about a real scale, is shifting as you are live. So per live, that side is changing, and it may, so for my per live, I hit the metrics of 40%, so nothing's going to change there. But what will change, potential is my weekly mission, when it comes to, well, actually nothing's going to change there either. So I don't plan on leaking up, and and I've gone live today, so I've already been live today for my 10 o'clock. So I got the 8% on that. And then when it comes to the daily heartbeat may change. Maybe that 1700 might move a little bit that I need to get. But beyond that, it's not going to change too much. So my scale is where it's at. is where I'm going to perform. What'll change is any gifting that happens in the live. So when I tell you guys earlier, it's based on the diamonds, the gifts that you get, and the engagement. Okay, the heart me, the followers, that's the engagement. So that also gets factored in. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. And so my new people in the room, if you're new, drop a message of new in the chat. Anybody who's new, anybody who's still learning or new-ish, I'm happy to answer questions. But I always talk about engagement because you do want to spend some time with your community, just helping them know how to engage a little bit. So I try to give you guys a few tips and strategies in terms of how you can help them think about their engagement, because a lot of this is based on your community supporting the live. So when you think about your fan club, so if people are fan club members, you want to see them chatting, you want to see the shares, you want to see the likes, you want to see the stickers, the comments and stuff. And so, okay, people throw some stickers in the chat. Go live stickers. But you want to see that engagement because that helps the algorithm know that your room is rooming. People are here. They're talking. They're chatting. Those comments matter. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. And so you want that chat to constantly move. Okay. That's what I need to work on. Yes, yes, yeah. And so really quickly, my new folks, so that you know what they're doing to put stickers in. If you're new to a room, you're like, okay, where's this at? When you click a comment, there's a grayed out heart. Click that grayed out heart. That heart has the stickers. Okay. So if you start typing the word, thank you so much for the follow. When you start typing the word, Dr. Lisa or hello or whatever your comment is, there's a grayed out heart. Click that heart and then you can put stickers in. Okay. So I want you guys to know that that's important. So you can ask your fan club, your community to start engaging back. You want to educate them as much as they are hoping to activate the live. Hello, Bia. How you doing, friend? And then I always tell you guys, as a live host, and maybe this is something you can use to set the tone for the room. Your role as a live host is to educate, entertain, and or inspire. Okay? So you are helping people understand this app. Maybe you're having some type of TikTok coaching you're doing. You said I'm good. Some TikTok coaching you're doing, or you are sharing some other valuable information about some aspect of your niche or topic. And then, so that may be the educate part of it. And then the entertain. Maybe you are doing something that's entertaining. Maybe you're doing some cooking and you're educating people there, but you're also entertaining. Maybe you're doing the fitness workout. You're educating and entertaining. Maybe you're doing some crafting type things. Maybe you're doing the sound healing. Whatever it is, that's part of your live stream, and people are coming there to learn and grow from you or be entertained by you. And then maybe you're inspiring them. Maybe you're sharing some spiritual knowledge and information. Maybe you are performing, singing, whatever the case may be. So that, to me, people are coming there for that. So in turn, as a viewer, and this is where you got to get your viewers, your community to know that, hey, this is all about how we reciprocate to a certain extent in terms of this live experience. So if you are here and listening, and maybe it doesn't require you to spend money, but tapping the screen, those likes, and helping people understand how likes work. And so what does it mean for you to tap the screen and you'll see the heart up there and the line crawl across? You can tell people that. Now, like, a lot of people don't even know that. They don't realize when they tap the screen consistently, because people don't sit there and tap it that long. So they probably don't even realize that changes. Could you show us how to create stickers? Yes-ish. Give me a second, Diana. Because it's Canva, and then Nika did a ChatGPT prompt, and it created stickers for her. But Canva, and then you download it to your camera roll. One of our friends who is in the agency, Diana's in the agency as well, friends. One of our friends, the short stuff, she said she could create some for somebody and help people with it. But message me, and I'll walk you through a little bit here. But message me, and I can give you some information. But ChatGPT might be a quick way to do it, or even if you have free Canva, you can create a sticker template real quick. So it's not super challenging. Somebody know what's the specs for stickers? Somebody put that in the chat for us. Is it somebody who's done it before recently? There's a certain spec requirement you gotta have for them, and then I think you got to make them maybe transparent when you download them. So there's a couple things to keep in mind when you create them. But beyond that, you can create whatever you want them to be. Um, okay, so I was about to say the likes, the liking of the screen, because a lot of people don't know. Because we say, oh, like the live. Just like I just talked to you guys about making sure people know where to find your stickers, because people don't know that either. You know how many people that come in my live and it's like, I didn't even know there were stickers there. So just know that that's something that a lot of people just don't realize. And so they're here listening to you and engaging, but don't know fully how to engage. And chapter just took me 5 hours, what? Not quick if you want them. You want them. You know what? You particular. I don't know why it took you 5 hours for 6 stickers. You might want to go back to the very last prompt that you used, or combine all the prompts that you use just to get you the right sticker in one prompt. Oh my gosh, because they are amazing. They are, Mika. I apologize. They are amazing. She did the stickers for me, y'all. That's why I said that. I had to eat crow for a second because she did do my stickers. She did some of my stickers. So I apologize, Nika. Your stickers were amazing. I did not know they took you 5 hours, friend. I did some of hers. Oh, her son did whatever. She's talking about my son with the pencil. That's why she put that in there. I can't laugh. That sounds like me. Okay, so liking the live, I just wanted to point that out because people don't know sometimes that liking the live, depending on who your audience is too. I realize all of us have different topics we're covering, different levels of demographic that is coming to the live stream. You might have people who are fresh, new to TikTok, and then maybe you do have some experienced folks coming in your room who already understand the app and who have been here for months, if not years. And again, they probably need a refresher on how to engage as well. So you want to spend some time just sharing that with them, just so you know people. I tell you, you have to tell people. You have to educate them and tell them how to engage. Took you 5 hours, going to take me to next year. Miss Sterling, you'll be fine. Nika, why did you say that? You discouraging people. It is not. I don't want y'all to overthink it. Nika, she is a perfectionist. Okay, with chat you need the TikToks sub sticker, one-on-one ratio, colors, vibes, specifics. You do. There is a spec requirement. Is it 300 pixels or something like that? Something like that. 300 by 300 pixels. There's something you need to know. I'm gonna try tonight. You gonna try tonight? Okay. All right, friend. You got this. You got it. Don't be intimidated by it. You got to overthinking. Your stickers are important. Yeah, they are. They are. And people love them. People love them. You are absolutely right about that. Stickers are important. I said what I just typed. I said what I just typed. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see you, friend. No, stickers are very important. Let me pin this comment though, because people might need that in terms of the chat GPT if you're going to use that. Okay. You said ChatGPT will tell you the specs. There we go. So my page said ChatGPT will tell you. All right. So what did you do? Did you just type in ChatGPT TikTok sticker? That was part of your prompt? Write it, design a TikTok sticker. I'm assuming that's how you have to start the prompt. My first round of stickers, I didn't create. My son created the first round for me. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw that, Diana. You could just say, ask ChatGPT to design a TikTok sticker for you. It will design it for you. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they'll design it for you. And I would definitely, I will definitely just use a prompt that says design a TikTok sticker, subscriber sticker for me. Don't use the word superfan. Superfan's new, so you just say subscriber sticker, and obviously the same sticker you could use for superfan. So it's all the same. And then once they design it, you download it onto your phone, and you can upload it into your the sticker area. Okay, so all of it's there for you. All right, friends. So engagement is key. Just make sure people know how to engage. You have people coming to your live all the time that are brand new, that have not been on TikTok before, or if they have, they've done very limited. Okay, thank you. I will try. Perfect. All right. Diana, she said, I will try. Y'all ain't gonna stump me. I'm gonna try. I love it. Yeah, message me if you want to message Nika. If you want to message my favorite. Anybody else? I think there's other people who have done it. Anybody else who's done it who's pretty knowledgeable with it, put it in the chat so Diane has a couple different people to reach out to. But yeah, definitely message me. I'm fine with walking through as much as I can. Like I said, my stickers, as you heard, I really didn't make my stickers. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So I did not make my stickers. Nika made my stickers. Thank you very much, Nika. She made the more recent ones, and then my son made my original stickers. So I have not actually had to do it. So so we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much, but I'm happy to walk you through what I know. Hey Luna, how are you? Thank you, Luna, and thank you, Pops, for coming in. Okay, so really quickly, engagement. So my friends that are new in the room, that are listening to this conversation, appreciate you all being here. Uh, um, when it comes to liking a live, that's free. When it comes to sharing out the live, that's another free support. If you are a fan club, member, it actually tells you to share out the live. Give me 1 second. You said I'm going to do it till I get it because I'm unwritten unstoppable. Look at you, Fran. I love that. I love the name. You said I'm unwritten and unstoppable. Look at you. It's like, y'all cannot stop me. I love it, friend. That's it. That's it. Yes, absolutely. That's it. So you guys are y'all are forced to be reckoned with. I'm just gonna say that right now. This agency, everybody here is a force to be reckoned with because a lot of us we have been written off. That's the thing about it. Many of us have been written off because social media wasn't for our generation, or nobody's here to really educate and tell us about it. And then you get over here, and TikTok is a thing. It's not like the others. We know this. Thank you so much, Kim. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Prompt. Create a set of 10 playful, minimal, and bold square stickers. There we go. I'm going to pin this. Thank you so much for that. TikTok sent me a message about create a course video. Have you heard anything about this? Yes, that is under Service Plus. Service Plus, I don't have pinned right now. I don't know why it's not pinned. Let me know if you guys see my Service Plus. Look at you, Kim. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, friend. Service Plus is here. It may not be there for you. Let me know if it's pinned. I don't think it's turned on. So I look at my Service Plus. Okay, because I have the shopping cart on. I can't have them both, apparently. Who knew? I had to listen. My husband's in the key. He might be chastising my son. My son did something. I was like, ooh, his voice is elevated. It's like, who's he talking to? So my son must have did something. Let's see. Dr. Lisa, your agency brought out the best in us. Look at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for the DJ glasses. Thank you so much, the voice guru. What's the best way to connect our Launch Your Income affiliate link to our community to explore joining you? The best way to do it, here's what I would suggest doing. It's up to you. There's a couple different ways. If you wanted to put it as a link in your bio, you could. You could absolutely do that. People can go to your bio, click it, and that's your referral link. I would assume you already have something there, and so you don't necessarily want to replace that. When I was with another agency, I would tell people, because I would always talk about it in my live streams, I would tell people, just message me, and I'll send it to you, and I would just send it to them. So that was the way I did it, just to kind of, and it was helpful because I was able to manage the chat of who I sent it to. So I knew who I sent it to and not just people taking my link from me. So I think I would say that And I know that just requires an extra response from you with each person, but I think that just seems a little bit more personable. And if people really want it, then they'll ask you for it. And I've had people, like I said, in my live, I would announce it all the time, and people would message me and say, "Okay, can you send me the link?" Okay, that will work. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah. So, and do you all know how to get the link? Anybody? If you don't know, that's totally fine. Let me know, and I'll show it to you. Um, let me know if you don't know how to get the link. But it is in your creator network area. And so, one of our campaigns for the month of October is that we're trying to grow. And if you want to share out the link, absolutely do that. And there's top winners will receive a prize for that as well. Okay. You said yes. Yes, you want me to show you? I'll show you. Let's show. Stickers ratio is 28 times 28 packs. I didn't know that. Transparent background. Each sticker should use clean lines. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate you getting that for us. Appreciate that, friend. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to my shop page so I can show you guys where you're gonna go on your live home screen. This is under, and then Yolanda put another message. Let me put this last message. This is the last part. So high contrast colors and simple detail so that they display clearly on the small size. Okay, so this is my shop page. And we'll segue to shop in a second. Inbox. So, no, wrong place, not inbox. I'm sorry. Don't go to inbox. Shop page, TikTok Studio. That's where you want. TikTok Studio. And then you'll see Tools Live. And then you will see where you're going to have to go to Tools and Resources. You may have boxes that are already here. Yours may be 2 rows of boxes. Mine is not that way. It collapsed up into this arrow. If you click the arrow, it never lets me click it. I don't know why it doesn't like me to click it. Okay. If you click that arrow, this box pops up. It's the one that says Creator Network. Okay? So that's what you're going to click, Creator Network. As you, my finger's bleeding. As you click this Creator Network, that'll show for you. Yolanda, okay, you have some other stuff. Themes, engagement, self-love, faith, growth, leadership. Each design should be unique but cohesive as part of the collection. Okay, and then modifying words for your brand or niche. Yolanda got a whole prompt for y'all. So if y'all want to just go up and screenshot what Yolanda wrote, so you have it, and just plug that into ChatGPT. Okay. I think that's what you meant by that. Let me know, Yolanda. I think that were all part of the prompt that you could put in, or were you just saying just things to keep in mind? But hey, Holly Q, how you doing, friend? But yeah, so once you click in there, you will see. So for my screen, it doesn't show. It doesn't show the Creator Network because this is my shop page. I'm not connected with one, but yes, all part of a prompt. Okay, so yeah, definitely go back and screenshot what Yolanda wrote. She wrote a lot of stuff. Just scroll up and see it, friends. But what I will say is under that Creator Network area is your referral link. If you go to referral, click the arrow there. It will show you your QR code, or you can share the link. Okay, copy the link and share it. So there's 2 ways to do it. And people, once they click that, they will come under my system as a referral tied to you. Okay? So, for example, Holly Q did it yesterday when she referred Nova. And so Nova came in as a referral. Okay? Because if people click my link in the live stream, it doesn't come in as a referral. Okay? All right, friends, let me know if there's any questions about that. I'm going to segue to shop a little bit just so that you guys can kind of leverage shop. My apologies for the fragmentation. No. It didn't get filtered, so that's perfect. Thank you so much, chat lady, everyone. So How you doing? Take care, Miss Darlene. So what I wanted to say about shop really quickly, and I talked about it earlier, because I guess I want to underscore that right now we just started what's called Q4, quarter four. So because quarter four has started, you'll see if you have your shopping cart on, TikTok is like, okay, well, you're trying to be in the TikTok shop streets. Okay. So as you're in the TikTok shop streets, that means that people are coming in and they're getting they're coming into the room partially because of what you have to say and what you have to offer, but they're also coming in because that shopping cart is on. And that's leaning people this way. Hey y'all. It's leaning people into your room because of that. So keep that in mind. Do you did your screen just flash? No. Did it? Mm-mm. What happened? What you see? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It flashed like did like a glitch type thing. Mine didn't. Anybody else's do it? Mine didn't do it. Not that I noticed. But no, it didn't do it. Anybody else see a flash? I didn't see it. Okay, thank you so much for the likes. Like a camera. Yes, it went dark for a split second. Interesting. I don't know. That happened on my end like a camera, huh? Urban said it went dark for a split second. Interesting. I don't know. Sometimes I always, my mind goes like, oh, did I say something I didn't like? I'm always thinking critically like that, like maybe it was a me thing. Went dark for a split second. Yeah, I didn't see it do it, but you guys caught something that I didn't see. So yeah, it could very well be the platform doing something. Yeah, but I didn't see that, friend. Hello, I'm written on top. Did you, Miss Darlene, did you get kicked out? Let me know if you got kicked out. I'm curious. I wonder if you got kicked out. So, maybe some people did. I wonder if, like I said, I'm always curious about what did I say? Did I do something? I wonder. So let me do this. Let me pin one of our products that are in here just in case TikTok is mad at me because I probably need to talk about the products. I meant to ask anyone battling tonight for power ups. Oh, that's a great question. I'm not sure. So I'm going to talk about the light real quick. Let me talk about that just in case. I always got to be mindful. Maybe TikTok was like, you've had that card on. You haven't talked. So I don't know. My mind is like wondering, like, if you guys saw something, I'm not sure what you saw. But I didn't get a message or anything. So really quickly, this is the clip-on light. I put this out. As you can tell, it illuminates really, really bright. And then oftentimes I will clip it to my light. You see how much brighter it got. As extra lighting in my room. So it is a great light. And depending on how you want your live to be, it will it could be pretty much one of your primary lights. I have on stage lights right now, so I'm gonna cut them off just so that you guys can see. It still has a nice brightness in the room. You can change it to different shades as well. Depends on how you want to do it, but it is a brighter light. And then it comes in a couple different settings. So I'm gonna put this back on because I'm gonna take it off here. It comes in the white light, the soft light, and then you got the mixture. You said I like the light. Yeah, it's good. It's good. My lighting in my room is pretty decent. Nika, when I talked to you yesterday, I didn't realize you were talking about the clip-on light. I had it charging. I thought you were talking about my ceiling light, and I have stage lights too. So, so it's a great light. It's in there. I don't know if it's on. I don't think it's on flash though. I think the tapper is, but you can also get this, so it's in there. I figure I want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about this as I talk. Let me cut this off, and it has the twist off, you can twist it and you can make it vertical like I have it here. Or if you want to, you can turn it horizontal. Just depends on how you want it on your screen. So it's a great clip-on feature. And you can do it for content creation and it tilts forward however you need it. So really quickly though, I wanted to talk about this because as you guys can tell, I have it pinned. You guys can see this light right now is pinned here. Because it's pinned, you all see it. Now in my shopping bag on my screen, you guys see numbers of products in the shopping bag, but because it's in my shopping bag in the middle of the screen, there is a red push pin. Because that red push pin is there, that means even if I tap off the screen and I don't see the clip on the charger light anymore, it's still there because that red push pin is there. The red push pin, if you ever have a product pin, that means that your audience, your viewers, see a product on their screen. If you ever have something with a red push pin, then that means you need to show the product. Okay, so you have to show that product. You have to talk about the product. You have to show it because you have a product pinned. Now, if I decide to unpin, because I can click unpin, if I decide to unpin it, that means it comes off your screen. Then I can talk like I was doing before. I can talk a little bit more freely. I don't have a product pin. I don't think I'm going to get in trouble with TikTok. I'm not sure what the camera flash was about. I'm not sure what TikTok saw. TikTok might have wanted to see. Maybe I was not moving enough for them. I don't know what was going on. But if you guys saw something, I didn't see it. But with that being said, when you have a product, you want to make sure you are showing that product when you have something pinned. Okay? So if you do have a product pin, do not show another product or try to avoid showing and talking about another product because TikTok will say irrelevant product demonstration because the product that you have pinned is not the product that you're showing. Okay? So if I want to stop talking about this clip-on light, I'm going to unpin it and I can start talking about something else and I can pin another product if I choose to. But I just have to make sure I manage how I do things. So I'm going to unpin this product. So when I unpin it, it's not there anymore. Okay? So you guys don't see it and I don't see it. Okay? Did you attach it onto your phone or laptop? It was on my phone. When I had a clip like that, that was on my phone. Yep, it was clipped to my light, to my actual phone. I did used to clip it to my laptop. My laptop's right here. So yeah. You look so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. You say, girl, you look cute with your little curly puff. He said, I like the light. Yes. You said, no, I didn't get kicked out. I'm going to do a co-host at 5 p.m. Central. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. And then Miss Starling said, was anybody battling? I don't think anyone is tonight. Thank you. Appreciate you. Can TikTok pin a product in your shop live page? Can TikTok pin it? No. You have to physically pin it. You got to physically go to the screen and pin it and unpin it. You have TikTok shop? You should. Do you have it? Let me know, Coach Marcel. So, no, you have to physically pin it. TikTok won't pin it for you. You said I do. Okay. Yeah, so I talked about the pinning thing because that's the one thing that will inevitably trip somebody up. Because that whole pinning thing, you're like, I don't see the product on my screen. Well, that red push pin is in that shopping bag. You can see that if it's there. You can see it. And that's what they're talking about. You have it pinned. You may not see it on your screen because maybe you exit out. Or maybe, you probably had to exit out. But your audience still sees it. Okay, so as long as you see a little red push pin in that shopping bag, that means the product is pinned. And that has been the one thing that a lot of people were, they weren't aware that they actually had something there. I need to create another account to post products, correct? Possibly. Depends on the products. Possibly because TikTok Shop, and I do have a different account, and I think it is, in my opinion, a good idea and a best practice, because if your products are different products that are not relevant to your page, it can have an impact to your algorithm. So when you want to start posting content that's relevant to your topic, I talk about TikTok tips and TikTok go live information, monetization. Well, that's not necessarily the products I'm talking about. So the products over here are shoppable products, and so you want to focus on making sure you do product. If you're trying to do a variety of different products, you want to have a separate page. If you're just trying to do products that align with your topic, so for example, I think about like Coach Chantel. She does yoga, so she will probably have products that align with yoga. If she's talking about yoga and her content, she's posting content of her doing different yoga forms, and maybe a yoga block is in the screen and she's doing a yoga form, and then she does a shoppable video talking about the yoga block. All that to me is aligned, and so it still is different because it's TikTok shop, but it still is part of her content. You know what I'm saying? So just think about what your content is. You could do it without having to create a new page if you're going to make it all aligned. I would love to do a different account for TikTok Shop. Does it have to be 1,000 followers? Yes, yes. There's a little bit of a nuance to that too, but overall the answer is yes. So 1,000 or more followers will get you in the Creator Pilot Program. That's the pilot program for TikTok Shop. Um, Most people get it, depending on what you do and how you do it, at about 1,200, 1,000 to 1,200 followers, somewhere along in there, and they're able to get TikTok Shop. You could get it potentially earlier if you have another account already with TikTok Shop. Maybe you've done some shoppable videos, shoppable lives. You bought some TikTok products. You told TikTok in your new account that you actively want TikTok Shop. I've seen people get it sooner. I think Miss Darlene was probably an example. I don't know if she's still in the room, but I think on her second page she got it sooner because of the performance of her first page, what she did with the first page. So that's something I've heard, but you definitely gotta make sure you let the algorithm know that you're interested in it. So a lot of your content will be shoppable, um, TikTok Shop affiliate type content. If you create if you create a second page for shop, do you have a link in your bio? Second page for shop, yeah, you get a link for your bio. You get a whole new page. You get a web link. You'll get it again. Is that what you meant? Do you have a link in your bio? You can have a link in your bio if you want to. So for this page I don't have a link. I don't have a link in there, but I could if I wanted to, because I could just edit. You see where I edit, and I can add a link. I just haven't added a link to this page. But yeah. Okay, maybe I'll try that and see it if it works. Okay. Yeah, so I can add a link, but I just didn't. I didn't have anything I wanted to put in there yet. How do you let your followers know where your shop is? So there's a couple ways you could do it. You can definitely market and promote that you have the second page. I did do that. I did do that. And so some of my people, like some of you all, have come over into this page and follow me. I talk about it in my live. I do stuff like that. So I market it that way. There is, if you look at, do me a favor, look at this page. Hit my profile. And if you go to my profile, click my profile again, you go to my main profile. So my mini profile pops up, click my photo again, go to my main profile. You'll see where I have in there at my other page, Launch Your Income Agency, because that page I'm about to build out and put some content over there for the agency. And so that's going to be the agency page. I'm going to unlink this account and make that the primary for the agency, so I can take this back to being my personal. Right now it's a business account. I really don't want it to be that way. So you could do that. You could actually put in your bio of your primary page at your other page. And now since they gave us 160 characters, we good. Because you could really just say, thanks, I saw it. Okay, perfect. You could really just say, hey, and then follow me on my shop page at Dr. Lisa Shops. So you really could do that. We couldn't do that a month ago, but now we can do it. So yeah, you could put at and point people to your other account that way. Someone suggested putting a link back to your primary account. Not sure what TikTok is thinking of. Coach Chantel, what I just said with this account. If you go to my profile once, click my photo twice. You'll see it where I linked this account to not to my shop page, to my new agency page. It's there. Now the agency page I'm still building out. Okay, I will add to my bio. Yeah, you can add it to your bio. Yeah, that feature has always been there. It's kind of like a little known secret that you can add in your bio and link it to another page. Nobody, not too many people know you could do that. That's like that little, how sometimes things just don't get communicated enough. That's just one of those things that's not talked about enough. But you can add to another page and link your pages that way. Yeah, you've always been able to do that. But again, because you have 80 characters, it actually does take up character space. So now that we have 160, it makes sense. Oh, so I'm wasting a link space. You are. What you do? What you mean you wasting a link space because you're gonna link them to? Yeah, the 160 is a game changer. When they added that 160, now it makes sense. You could do a lot more. Yeah, I need to remove my stand store and add TikTok shop. Do you really? Let's talk that through. What you mean? You need to remove your stand store and add TikTok shop? What you mean? What you mean by that? Because TikTok shop is here. Let me make sure I see. TikTok shop is here. That's your showcase. That's where your products are. So it's on your page. Your stand store is a link to add link in bio. You would add your stand store. I don't have my stand store. Actually, that's why I'm trying to reclaim this page again, because I'm trying to add my stand store. Now, in my stand store, what I would do is add my referral, my agency link in the stand store as another link. I'll probably put it at the top if people want, because I'm going to have to retool my stand store. But yeah, my stand store is where I do one-on-one consultations. I do business strategy meetings. I do all that. So that's another business. I'm going to add my TikTok instead of stand. Why you want to add your TikTok? I'm confused. Use Linktree. I think that's what I think that's where my mind was going. But I'm still trying to understand your stand store. My fave, let me understand something. Because I'm trying to understand what would you put for your stand store is already on your page. So I'm just trying to make sure I understand the connection why you say you want to add your stand store as a link. Not your stand store, your TikTok shop. Because it's already on your page. So what you need to do is make sure you add, kind of like the way I did for, why is my screen flipped? I'm trying to point. Kind of like the way I said for go to my profile and you see how I now have that agency link. I still have my link to the agency in my bio. Now that link is going to change. That link is going to go back to being my stand store link. And then in that stand store link, I will have the agency information there. And I will still have the agency's page that I have in my bio so people can go there. And in that page, you will see the link to the agency too. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I want to remove the stand store, instead add my separate TikTok shop to my bio. I don't think you could do that. I guess I'm just trying to understand your separate TikTok shop in your bio. Your showcase is your TikTok shop. And if you showcase, because you don't have a business account, and if you did, then you would have a shop account. So you wouldn't add a separate link for your shop because it's already there. Is it for a second TikTok profile page? The TikTok shop link? One is at and the other one is a link. Yes, one is an ad and one is, my fave, yes. One is ad and one is a link. My fave, let me understand what I'm gonna call you up, Fran. Come on, let's chat, because I want to make sure I answer your question, because I think you might be duplicating. Let me know if you want to come up, Fran. I think you might be duplicating, but I'm just trying to make sure I understand. Hey, Fran.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How's everybody?
We are doing well, friend. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, I have my primary page, My Favorite Four Journeys.
Okay, like this. Okay, so
Yes. Inside of this page, I have a link to my stand store
gotcha.
in my bio.
Okay.
I am now considering creating a separate TikTok shop instead of having the items in this page.
So instead of having to, you have a showcase,
Okay?
or do you have a shop? Let me understand something.
I have a showcase.
So you're okay. So you're a creator with a showcase, and you're saying, so when I click, so you have a showcase here. So when you're saying you want people to go to this showcase, you want to take this link up here
Okay?
because there's a link at the top. You're saying you want to take that link. If I click that link, that's my showcase page. I can copy the link, and you
Yes.
want to create a separate. You want to put that link in your bio instead of your stand store, so people can click here for all your products.
In a brand new store. I
And
want a separate page for a store. Do you recommend that? You talked earlier about if your products are not necessarily in your niche, it may interfere with the algorithm.
if you
I do want to sell some products during this quarter, and they don't tie in with my niche.
So you could so in the shop. So I have two shops. This page is a TikTok shop page. This page is a TikTok shop page, and then
Okay?
this page I have a TikTok shop. That's what's pinned here. The products that's in the showcase. These are two separate shops.
Why two if you're going to keep some products in your this page?
So this page here has kind of electronics. A couple other things is in there like the lip gloss stuff like that, but mainly the beginner resources and tools for if you're going to be a live host or a content creator. That was kind of my logic, and so many of my products align with that. On this
Okay.
page, actually, it's a hodgepodge, but it's mainly health and wellness, some electronics as well. Matter of fact, similar products are in both showcases actually, and then
Okay.
it's also some spiritual materials, hoodies, some other things. So both pages have shops,
Okay.
and I probably get more. I was actively working this over the summer, so I got more sales over here because I was actually going live on this account. I was doing product videos and also doing shoppable lives. This account has gotten sales too because I'll on occasion talk about stuff. In the last couple of days, I've pinned products and stuff, and so I really haven't focused as much on this page as my shop page as much as I've done this one in recent months. Um, I guess
Okay. So
I.
if I'm doing the live, okay, if I'm doing the live out of my favorite four journeys,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to say remove those products and put them in a separate shop page, how do I send them to that page? I'm thinking, do I remove my stand store out of the main page to add it there and send them? How would I send them to the
You don't
separate
have to.
page?
You don't have to send them anywhere. You just add some more. Add the same products in both shops. Like literally, yeah. You don't. So on TikTok Shop, let's see. So I'm gonna hit TikTok Studio, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my showcase,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna. What is it doing? So here I'm gonna go to product marketplace, and I'm just gonna search for products and add products to my showcase, and they could be the exact same products. So your new page, your new account, I'm assuming you already got shop on another account?
I have the account. I haven't added anything yet because I wanted to have this conversation.
Okay. So but you do have shop. You are approved for TikTok shop. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you can have the same products in both locations. Yeah, you just
Okay.
add products as you choose. And if you want to, so you'll have a separate page like I do. You'll have a separate showcase, and it's just up to you in terms of how you market and suggest for people to go on this page to get products or do shoppable lives on this account and then shoppable videos on this account. So it's just a separate account that you're managing as your TikTok shop account. And like I said earlier, the beauty of that is with now being able to just, you could simply use an @ symbol to in your bio for your primary page to point people over there for your shop page.
That's my question. Hold it right there.
Okay.
I have a stand store in my ad right now. So should I remove it?
You can have both.
Oh, you can have 2 ads?
Yeah, so look at my page here. I got 2 ads. I got 2
I
ads.
saw you had 3 ads or something. 2 or 3 ads, 2.
I actually do. I actually do. So the first ad is,
I thought you could only have 1 ad.
no, the first ad is just, it's almost like adding somebody's name. It's not a link. It's like an at, it's a mention. I'm mentioning,
Right, a mention. Okay.
that's what it is. It's a mention to point people to my other account. It's not this account, it's actually
So
the,
it's not a link.
it's not a link. It's
I got it now.
it's a connection.
I got it now.
Yep.
Connection.
Yep.
Mention.
It's a mention. That's
It's a
it.
verb.
Yep.
Got
So
it.
it's mentioning and getting you to this page. And then the other ones are actual links. They're actually, when you go into the edit feature, I literally clicked the link feature.
The links that you can add, different links that it prompts you to add.
Well, it only gives you a website and gives you the social media. So that's why you see more than ones
That's what
that
I
they.
mean with prompts. Yeah, those are the prompts.
Yep.
Got you. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry we had to do this to get to it.
No. That's what I'm here for. That's totally fine. So yeah, so you got it. So you don't have to keep your stand story. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put mine back. I just haven't because I'm now in this in between phase with transitioning the agency stuff to that other account. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring my stand story back.
That really helps.
All
Thank
right,
you.
take care, friend. Goodbye. All right. Great evening, Pavilion. How you doing, friend? Appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all. So yeah, hopefully that helped every other folks too. Just know one way of doing it was with this profile, it's a mention. It's I'm mentioning and directing people to that other account, and there's some verbiage there. And guess what? I haven't used all of my 160 characters. So I still have, I could put some more words in there if I wanted to. I just probably, we'll see. I probably will revise my bio, but yeah. So right now I'm directing people. I'm trying to direct people to that other account, and I'll be a little bit more proactive. I just haven't officially unlinked and relinked. I need to do that. There's a back end process I need to do for the agency. Can you have 2 different accounts on the same device? TikTok says they frown on that a little bit. They do frown on that. They want you to have different devices, but people do. I mean, I have to be honest with you, on this phone, I did have multiple accounts. I'm flipping through my accounts. I have them here. I flip through them and kind of go back and forth. This phone, I only have this account. So this is like my primary account. So I separated that just because I wanted to make sure I didn't get in trouble with TikTok, and this is the primary account. So I did make that separation, but I think it's allowable, but it is something that people have said they frown on, like you having too many accounts on the same device. So just keep that in mind. But when it comes to agencies, you said thanks. When it comes to agencies, for the agency perspective, when it comes to joining a Creator Network agency, you have to join based on the account with in a perfect world. Thank you so much for the stickers, friend. With the account with the most diamonds that you've earned, and sometimes that's your primary account, as well as making sure that you are not joining an agency with a new account and you have an agency on another account. That's a no-no. You can't. It's one agency, TikTok Creator Network agency per person. So you can have multiple agencies that you're with. When it comes to TikTok Shop, really quickly, I want to make this clarification because this came up recently too. I was someone in a live talked about this, and I think they had it a little confused. Agencies. There are TikTok Shop partner agencies. So when you go to TikTok Shop, there's a partners program. I'm going to show you guys where it is. But there are agencies under TikTok Shop. And so, because of that, people often think it's the same as this. It's not. The Creator Network program is different from the TikTok Shop program. So, if you have someone who's looking into becoming, an agency for TikTok Shop, that's a different program. So, you want to make sure that you kind of understand that up front. So, yes, they sent me something. Yep. Yeah, it's a different program. So, TikTok Shop Toolkit, if you go here, if you scroll down, where does it say? TikTok Live Partners. Okay, so this is a list of the live partners. They have live partners here. These are the different partners that are under TikTok Shop. That's not all of them. It's the top. It says the top live partners. And those are the shop partners. I just want you to know that's under the TikTok Shop area. What are campaigns? Campaigns for Kim, are you talking about campaigns for shop or campaigns for the live room? Like up here when you see TikTok's campaign commercials? Let me know if that's what you meant. Do I have to click on the campaign just before I go live? So just for the live. It depends on the campaign. You want to. I think it's important to click on the live, the campaign, just to know what you need to do on that live. So if you sign up for a campaign, actually I need to look at this today because I said I was going to join a couple of them. So there's different campaigns you can swipe through. Anybody in my room, you actually can touch these and swipe through them. But if you look through some of these campaigns, screens will show up in terms of what are some of the things you need to do. So it's important that you kind of know in advance some of the things you need to achieve. And so if you're in your live, you can say, hey guys, one of the campaigns I'm on, I'm doing the Autumn Carnival campaign. It's asking me, because that's the one I just saw, it's asking me to get so many comments from my fan club. It could be that, or it could be, how many certain gifts that you give. If there's a particular gift and you want to add it as a live goal, you might need to know that. So you can say, okay, let me add this gift as my live goal as opposed to something else I was going to add. Last week it was like the Tiny Diny. It was asking for you to do the Tiny Diny in love. And so you add that to your live goal. So again, TikTok does prioritize those campaigns a little bit more because again, they're trying to drive traffic to those campaigns. And then, like I said, we just entered quarter 4 for TikTok Shop. So traffic is being driven that way too. So you'll see where your room is impacted in that way. Where maybe you don't see as many views, or maybe you do see a lot of views. But again, maybe it's because you're participating in a campaign. So traffic is being pushed to your room. Okay? All right, friends, let me know if you have questions. I'm going to get off shortly. How long have I been live? This seems like it's been a good live, y'all. We talked a lot. I've been live for an hour and 47 minutes. So we talked quite a bit. Let me know if you guys have other questions. Speaking of campaigns, we got a couple that is happening right now within the agency. And part of the campaigns, if you guys looked at my little flyers, part of the campaigns was that you guys are joining some of those TikTok campaigns. So my friend like Kim, my other friends in the room that are my other friends, TikTok said, great, you've been gone live 90 minutes. Thanks, TikTok. It says an hour and 48 minutes, sure, or ma'am. So my other the other campaigns that I have for my experienced creators, I was asking you guys to go live at least 90 minutes. That was one of the requirements for the campaign. But also pick at least 3 of these campaigns that you look at and participate in this month of October. So there could be, some of them are short campaigns, maybe last a couple weeks or maybe 1 week, and some of them are a little longer, maybe they last throughout the month. So take a look at those campaigns. Take a look at some of the battles that are coming up. We have the one on Saturday at 6 p.m. Take a look at that. And then also take a look at how many diamonds you have. So look at your diamonds so you can see how you need to move the needle to increase your diamond count. Okay, so diamonds, how long you going live, how many days you're going live, at least 4 days. I think maybe 4 or 5 days, and then also how many campaigns you've joined in battles. Okay, so I want you guys to be really aggressive this particular um, month of October in a way that maybe some of you haven't been as, like pushing the needle and seeing where you can go a little longer or go an extra day or so if you need to pop up and stuff. So just think about how you can do it a little bit more. When it comes to Saturday, we have the pretty pink power edition for breast cancer awareness. We have that going on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So anybody who still needs to sign up or would like to sign up, let me know. Today is my final day. I think we are at right now 11 participants. So I think we want to get to 12 so I can have an even number, and I'm going to send out who is going to be paired. I'm going to send that out today as well, today or tomorrow. And then if you're interested in the agency, let me know that. I'm happy to talk about it. I just haven't talked about it most recently, but I'm definitely happy to talk about it. And let's see. Okay. So somebody might end up battling twice. You said I will. You gonna do that? You gonna do the battle? Kim, you gonna do it? Oh, pretty in pink battle. Really? Okay. We call it power pink. Pink power. I think that's what I call it. Pink power. It's like, what is it? Some shade of red. So with that being said, Kim, do me a favor. Jump onto school. Have you been in a school yet, Kim? Let me know if you've been in school. So jump on school and do a message on the one that says the Pink Power Edition, and it's the battle on October 4th at 6 p.m. You said nope, you ain't been in school yet neither. Okay, I need you to log into school, and there's a whole lot in there. Okay, so but it's towards the top. If you scroll down, you'll see the flyer for it. You'll see that. And then the other one that is about those other campaigns, I need to share that out again to folks so folks can see the other campaigns. I'm going to share that out, see if I can do that. I may have to do another post about it. But yeah, so Kim, I will invite you. Let me know. Go ahead and respond. I just want to make sure I have it. You said I can't do October 4th. Okay, never mind then. Okay, so never mind. October 4th at 6, so that's this Saturday coming up. So I'll keep you posted on future ones. We'll probably have a battle each week in October. I know Coach Jessie, I don't know if she's still here, she is still doing Friday's battle, the Friends and Learn. And I think there's a few people who responded to her message in school. So if you could do October 3rd, there is another one that's out there. So October 3rd is tomorrow. I have a speaking engagement. Look at you doing big things. I have a speaking engagement. So yes, so Friday, October 3rd in the evening is one. I emailed and messaged you, Coach. I emailed and you emailed me. Let me see. You did you get my message back? Let's see. Did you? Let's see. Let me see something. You did it? I think you did it a different way. I just tried application, but it didn't go through. It didn't, because the way it came through me, it didn't come through. I don't see it the way I normally would see it. Yeah, it didn't go through right. Let me resend it to you. I see where you tried to do it, the stand, but it didn't go through correctly. So we'll try it. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna check the link, but it went through my stand. So somehow you got to my stand, because I see a notification, but it's not the right notification. It's definitely not the right thing. So hello, I see a notification where you tried to put an email in, but it's not it seemed like it went to the wrong link, maybe. So I'll go back and look at the link and make sure we get it to you. All right, friend. I'll do that now. I'm gonna respond to your email and take a look at it. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong. Yeah, that's the page. So it didn't go through though, huh? Okay, I sent the screenshot. Yeah, I see it, but somehow it didn't go through. I'm not sure why. Let's try one more time. I'm gonna check the link. That is the page. You're in the right location. So something didn't register correctly. Okay, say thanks. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Willing. Appreciate you all. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. We will also, we have the campaign for our recruits. We also have the campaign for um, okay. I guess the stand store people, they answered you too. Look at you. They responded. They own it. But I don't know what went wrong. I'm happy to help. So she don't know what went wrong neither. So we'll both figure it out. I think I'm just gonna check the link and see if it's working. Okay. But yeah, she just kind of gave you a quick response email. All right, friends. Okay. So let me get out of here. But let me know if there's any final questions. Who else is going live tonight? Any folks? I think I'm gonna be out on these TikTok streets supporting, so I'll be out and about. Who's going live? I got a couple little projects I need to do, but beyond that, I should be. You said me. When you going live? What time? What time and time zone? Night time. Thanks, pals. Pals, did you get anybody to sign up for you to support our newbies? Me at 8 p.m. Eastern. Look at y'all. Okay, 8:30 Eastern. I might. Urban might. What does that mean? Now laugh aloud, Jesse. Okay, perfect. 7 p.m. Y'all, we're gonna be busy. We gonna be busy. We gonna be busy. So 7 p.m. Eastern, my favorite. Coach Jesse is now, which is 6:15 for 5:15 her time, 6:15 Eastern. Okay, we got Luna is at 8 p.m. Eastern. Kim is at 8:30 Eastern. And then we have, I think that's it. I think I said everybody. You guys are awesome. You said I'm supposed to at 8 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Central. That's 9 p.m. Okay, in 15 minutes. You're going to go in 15 minutes. So it'll be more like 6:30. Okay. 5:30 your time, 6:30 ours. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to pop around then. I'm going to pop around and see y'all and support. All right. I'm scared. You know me. I have to do this like double dutch. Exactly. Just jump in. I don't say that. You know, that's one of my, I don't know how I would do nowadays. I think I could still do it. But I used to be a good double dutch jumper. That's one of my hidden talents. Not too many people know that. Just like y'all didn't know I collect Barbie dolls. So not too many people know some of the things I do. But yeah, double dutch is actually, I was pretty good back in the day. Now, I don't know how I would jump now. But I was pretty good. You said check out my story for a sneak peek. I love it. Me too. I'll message you, Doc. Okay, pals. Okay, perfect. All right, friends. I will see you guys